For years, ARMY has watched every little interaction between Jimin and Jungkook with a mixture of excitement, curiosity, and pure emotional investment. Whether it's a brief glance on stage, a quiet smile during an interview, or those tiny moments hidden in behind-the-scenes footage, fans have always found themselves asking the same question. What is it about Jimin and Jungkook's bond that feels so different? Lately, conversations across fandom spaces have sparked up again after several moments left fans talking non-stop. Some ARMYs believe it is simply the comfort of years spent growing together under impossible pressure. Others think there's something deeper, something harder to explain yet impossible to ignore. Of course, no one truly knows what happens behind closed doors, and the members themselves have consistently spoken about their close friendship and family-like connection. But that has never stopped fans from analyzing the moments that seem to say more than words ever could. And recently, ARMY thinks they noticed something again. It all started with what many fans described as a small but unforgettable moment. During a packed stadium performance, the energy was electric. Thousands of fans filled the venue with glowing lights, chants echoing into the night sky. Every member of BTS seemed locked into performance mode, focused, powerful, unstoppable. But according to fans watching closely, there was one interaction that instantly stole attention. As the members moved across the stage, Jungkook reportedly glanced toward Jimin more than once during a transition between songs. At first, many bought nothing of it. After all, performers constantly check in with each other during large-scale concerts. But then came the moment fans replayed endlessly online. Jimin, visibly exhausted after an intense choreography section, appeared to pause briefly while catching his breath. Almost immediately, fans claimed Jungkook subtly adjusted his pace to stay near him. It lasted mere seconds. No dramatic speech, no obvious gesture, just one tiny moment. Yet somehow, ARMY exploded. Did anyone else notice Jungkook checking on Jimin? Why was that so emotional for no reason? The way they understand each other without speaking. Comments flooded social media. Soon, compilations began appearing, slow-motion edits, zoomed-in clips, fan theories layer over soft, emotional music, and suddenly, everyone seemed to be revisiting old memories again. Because if there's one thing longtime fans know, it's this. Jimin and Jungkook have always had a bond that sparks conversation. Back in earlier BTS eras, fans often noticed how naturally the two gravitated toward each other. Whether during chaotic variety shows or quiet backstage moments, there was often an unmistakable ease between them. Sometimes it looked playful, sometimes protective, sometimes strangely emotional. One old moment frequently brought up again involved Jungkook quietly standing near Jimin during a stressful backstage situation years ago. Fans remember noticing how naturally they seemed to seek each other out in overwhelming environments, as if familiarity itself became a comfort zone. And perhaps that is what fascinates people the most, because BTS has never had a simple journey. Pressure, global fame, exhaustion, criticism, expectations from millions. The members have lived through experiences that few people could truly understand. In that environment, fans often wonder, who becomes your safe place? For many ARMYs, moments between Jimin and Jungkook sometimes feel like glimpses of that answer. Not because of dramatic declarations, not because of headlines, but because of the quiet details, the kind people almost miss. A hand reaching out automatically, a reassuring laugh, a glance during stressful moments, the kind of chemistry that looks effortless. Recently, speculation intensified after fans revisited behind-the-scenes footage from rehearsal clips and concert documentaries. Several viewers pointed out moments where Jungkook seemed unusually attentive toward Jimin during physically demanding rehearsals. Again, nothing dramatic, no shocking revelation, just tiny details. A water bottle offered. A smile after a difficult run-through. A moment where one member appeared to wait for the other. To outsiders, it might seem insignificant, but fandoms notice everything. And ARMY? ARMY notices everything. Some fans believe the renewed conversation says more about nostalgia than anything else. After years of watching BTS grow, Many fans feel deeply emotional seeing the members continue caring for each other in familiar ways, especially Jimin and Jungkook, because for longtime followers, their dynamic has evolved in front of millions, from playful teasing to deep trust to a bond that feels almost instinctive. One fan comment that recently gained traction summed it up perfectly. "I don't know what they are to each other, but they clearly mean something important." That sentence spread quickly, because maybe that's the heart of why fans stay fascinated. Not certainty, not assumptions, but curiosity. The feeling that some connections simply radiate warmth. Of course, discussions like these always divide fandom spaces. Some fans enjoy analyzing every interaction, building theories around hidden meanings. Others push back, reminding everyone not to assume things about real people's personal lives. And honestly, both sides tend to agree on one thing. Whatever the truth may be, the friendship between Jimin and Jungkook clearly matters. There's history there, years of memories, countless performances, shared pressure, unforgettable milestones. Imagine growing up in front of cameras with the same people beside you every step of the way. The world changing around you, fame becoming overwhelming, schedules becoming impossible, yet somehow familiar faces remain constant. It would naturally create a connection difficult for outsiders to fully understand. And perhaps that is exactly what fans are seeing. Not necessarily secrets, not hidden stories, but comfort. A kind of closeness earned through surviving extraordinary circumstances together. Still, that hasn't stopped speculation from spreading, especially after another moment caught fans completely off guard. During a casual interaction captured by audience footage, Jimin reportedly laughed at something off camera while Jungkook watched nearby. Simple moment, right? Apparently not, because fans immediately noticed what they described as Jungkook's expression changing the second Jimin started laughing. Why does he look so soft? That smile? He looked so proud for no reason. Within hours, clips circulated everywhere. Edits turned emotional, captions became dramatic, and once again, fandom spaces found themselves spiraling. Could it mean something? Or were fans simply seeing what they wanted to see? The truth is, fandom culture has always thrived on emotional interpretation. People connect to stories, moments, relationships, dynamics between people they admire. And BTS has always inspired deep emotional attachment, especially because the members openly express care for one another. In many ways, BTS changed expectations around masculinity and emotional vulnerability in entertainment. They hug, support each other, speak openly about struggles, celebrate affection without embarrassment. That openness naturally invites interpretation, sometimes emotional, sometimes playful, sometimes wildly speculative. But perhaps what makes the Jimin-Jungkook conversation persist is how naturally balanced their dynamic often feels. Jimin often carries warmth, emotional sensitivity, and playful confidence. Jungkook frequently appears quieter in emotional moments, but deeply attentive. Together, fans often describe their interactions as unexpectedly comforting to watch, like two people who simply understand each other. And understanding matters, especially in lives as demanding as theirs. Years ago, Jimin once spoke about how much the members rely on each other emotionally during difficult times. Jungkook, too, has often mentioned learning from older members and feeling supported by them throughout BTS's journey. Those real statements matter, because sometimes fans searching for mystery may overlook something simpler. Deep friendships can look incredibly intimate. Trust can look emotional. Comfort can feel powerful, especially after more than a decade together. Still, despite all reasonable explanations, fandom curiosity remains impossible to stop, because every new moment seems to restart the cycle. One look, one laugh, one protective gesture, and suddenly social media transforms into detective headquarters. Did anyone notice this? Wait, rewind. No, because why was that actually so sweet? It happens every time, and maybe fans secretly love it that way. The mystery, the guessing, the emotional chaos. Because fandom is partly about imagination, about emotional connection, about finding meaning in moments that make people feel something. For some, Jimin and Jungkook's interactions symbolize loyalty. For others, comfort. For many, simply friendship at its purest. But regardless of interpretation, one thing feels undeniable. People care. Deeply. Because after everything BTS has faced together, watching moments of genuine connection still means something. Especially now. Especially after years of uncertainty, hiatus discussions, solo projects, and changing schedules. Fans treasure togetherness more than ever. Every laugh feels meaningful. Every interaction feels nostalgic. Every familiar dynamic becomes emotional. And maybe that explains why even the smallest Jimin Jungkook moment can suddenly dominate fandom conversations. Because it reminds people of continuity, of home, of the emotional chemistry that made millions fall in love with BTS in the first place. Still, some armies offer an important reminder amid all the speculation. We don't actually know their private lives, and perhaps we're not meant to. What fans witness are glimpses, public moments, fragments, enough to appreciate, but never enough to define reality. Yet, even with boundaries respected, curiosity still exists, because humans naturally wonder about connections that feel meaningful. And Jimin and Jungkook, their bond clearly feels meaningful to many. So are there really secret moments fans haven't fully understood? Is there some hidden story unfolding quietly behind the scenes? Or are fans simply watching two people who genuinely care about each other after spending years growing up side by side? Maybe the real answer is simpler than everyone